Hey guys, Riley Spanish here, and this is going to be part 8 of my playthrough of Crystal Legacy. It's been quite a few days, over a week since I've played actually, so just trying to kind of get my bearings and remember exactly where I was at. I know that I did battle Price, and I think I am still yet to do the Goldenrod rocket segment, so let's take a look. Badges, yeah, so I still have Claire's badge, but I think the reason I have not... Oh, so I taught Gyarados Fly because it can learn that in this game. And so I will go to Goldenrod and deal with the radio tower section, Team Rocket section. Because you have to do that before you are allowed in Ice Path. Let's see, what do we got? I certainly appreciate everybody who has been watching this playthrough series. I know it's not quite as popular as my card openings, but when I started doing those, I didn't get a lot of views either, so I'm hoping to, you know, kind of grow this leg of my channel a little bit. Today's password, help, of course. And I need to check levels of everybody and see what I'm working on. I have Bertolt the Pupitar holding the EXP share because it's a little hard to train with unless I specifically need something with a rock type move. But it also requires the most XP per level of anything on my team, so definitely want it to kind of be an experience sponge with that EXP share, because Tyranitar will be very awesome to have for the Elite Four. Let's not learn Scary Face. Let's see. I don't think I have anything great for a poison type right now. I don't believe he has a ground type move, but let's find out. Nope, no ground type move, so let's just Thrash. Another Apom, so we'll go back to Heracross. Looks like I should work on Haunter for a little bit too. It is the lowest level of my entire team, only by 1, but yep. That was definitely not going to last long fighting a flying type with Heracross. It is 4 times weak to that. Hypno, if I can get an attack off first, I should be able to win. Yep. And let's go back and heal the damage off of Heracross. This might be a bit of a longer session just because I have this whole rocket ordeal, which involves clearing out this building, going down to the basement, all of that stuff, and then going through Ice Path, and then going up or battling Claire, then going to the Dragon's Den before you actually get the badge. So it's quite a bit of stuff to do, but after that is the Elite Four. So looking forward to that. Hoping this thing uses self-destruct, but either way, I didn't take any damage. Super Potion. Couple of those. Oh, come on. Well, got the lucky critical hit there. Venomoth. I don't know what the level of the Elite Four is going to be like, but I'm assuming I'll want everything kind of in the 50s I plan to get everything to about level 55 just because I want to have a Tyranitar for it, and that's when Pupitar evolves. So if I need to between episodes, basically I'll just do some leveling up off camera. We'll stay in for Electabuzz. Oh, I forgot. Thrash Confusion, but did not matter that much. Let's try and get a couple levels on Haunter, because I'm still not sure what level it evolves into Gengar. I'm pretty sure that, of course it's a normal type that I can't hurt. Pretty sure it does evolve via level up, though, in this particular hack, so hoping it's like around level 40 or so. I think that's reasonable. 40 or 45. There's the Imposter, Director, Rocket Executive. Rhydon. Definitely can't stay in with Haunter if it has a ground type move. We get Rock Slide on Pupitar now. Back to Haunter for Wheezing. Nidoqueen. Nidoking. Oh. Couldn't tank a Sludge Bomb. Let's see if Gyarados can do anything. No water type moves, so probably not going to be a good move there. I just worry that it has Earthquake or something. It keeps going for Sludge Bomb, though. Got the basement key. Usually when I do the basement portion, I don't, because it has the set of 3 like on-off switches, I don't typically go for every single item and battle down there, just because it's a little tedious going through all of the different switches and combinations of those. You'll see what I mean. I know the sequence to press them in just to get through it, so that is typically what I do. Oh, I don't know. That's why I don't use the speed up during normal movement. Lose track of what I'm doing. Ooh, in the rival battle, I totally forgot about this one. Caught me a little off guard there. Let's see, it shouldn't know any ground type moves, considering mine doesn't. Alright. Houndoom. Well, I don't know why I went for Thunderbolt. That was definitely a misclick, but it didn't really matter anyways. Oh, come on. He is switching like crazy. It's wild to see the AI switch like that. That is not something they normally do. And I know that the AI wasn't really changed. It was just like movesets and basically viability of the Pokemon. It is faster than me. And would definitely take me out. Get a Rock Slide. Finish that. And stay in and do a Rock Slide on the Golbat. I think now I will probably take the EXP share off for a little while and put it on Haunter. I'm definitely not sold on keeping Gyarados as a team member. Leaving it there for now because it has access to Fly, but will probably opt for something else a little bit later in the playthrough. Not sure what yet, though. I may go all the way to the end with just swapping out that 6th member for things that I need for convenience, but would like to have something flying type. Okay. Confused. Made it through the 2nd confusion. Alright, let's switch before that gets ugly. Well, got ugly whether I liked it or not. I think I should have a revive or something. Definitely getting to a point where I'm not at all over leveled though, which I tend to enjoy. Do I have revives? I have 2. I definitely don't like to use revives in battle, so using them in the field is what I have them for. My super potions. And who am I going to lead with? It definitely shouldn't be Haunter. It really can't handle much. I think Heracross is kind of a tried and true lead. It's just so tough. Except when you get a flying type out in front. And Muck. They're all leading with Golbat. That is not ideal. Ooh, didn't get the one-hit KO either. Arbok will go back. And then usually what I do is go 3, 2, 1. And that fully opens up the route to get to the end. Let's do some super potions. And an Arcanine. Let's... yeah. Interesting, it doesn't have anything better than Ember to use even when I switch in a water type. Poisoned. I think I have a Poison Cure Berry. I have 2. I believe the next battle is with one of the admins sort of at the bottom of this area. So definitely want to be healed up for that. Oh, I got one more of these guys. It'll be neutral to fighting type. And it only knows present. I'll switch out for Magmar. Poisoned, of course. Yeah, I think I might just make this episode everything up until fighting Claire, basically. And then maybe from Claire to getting to the Elite Four for the next one after that. Because the Elite Four will definitely be its own kind of designated episode. But yeah, that'll give me time to maybe gain a couple of levels in between doing all of this and fighting the 8th gym leader. It's just a little bit longer of sections in between, and I like to keep these to a maximum of like 30 to 40 minutes. So we go in here and find the real radio director. Of course, there's bunch of rocket grunts along the way. Gligar. We are not making the mistake of leaving Heracross in again. Hypno. Pin Missile. Max Ether. Okay. Ooh, don't love the paralysis. Let's just let it faint, that way I can revive it afterwards. Going with Thunderbolt. Dream Eater is not going to do me any good since I taught over Hypnosis. I'm hoping for a level 40 evolution, because having Gengar is going to be pretty sick. Electabuzz. Going to Bertolt. And we'll just stay in on the Magmar. Okay. Don't know how many more. Amulet coin is always kind of nice to have. I don't think there's another... Oh, there's one more battle there. I can see the top of his head. So let's actually heal. Where's the revive? I know I got one still. There we go. Revive Heracross. Excited for Heracross to learn Megahorn too. Depending on the battle, I might pair it with the Silver Powder. Megahorn's already super busted. Just a single wheezing on that battle. That was a little underwhelming, honestly. The real Radio Director gives you the card key. So now I can go back into the radio tower. TM for Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk strats are kind of they're an annoying thing to battle against, but they're also not a very common thing to run into. Or something I've ever really had a big desire to try out myself. So yeah, leaving that one item unclaimed down there, I'm not really too worried about that. I don't know what it is. I mean, if it's a rare candy, obviously it's lame to miss it, but it's not worth figuring out the puzzle of those switches just to get that one lone item. I'll go to the top of the radio tower. Have some rocket admin battles. This one should just be a normal grunt, I believe, yeah. Perfect. Lead with the normal type. Slowbro. I will go Haunter on. Alright, so Haunter, if it evolves by level up, it is above level 40. Here's the executives. Cloyster. Let's stay in and Thunderbolt it. I think it, yeah, its special defense is definitely a lot worse than its physical. Maybe. I don't really know. I know it doesn't have the best special defense, though. I am now paralyzed. Don't love that. Bloom and a Vile Plume. Ooh, Flamethrower. I'm never going to use Smokescreen, so I will teach over that. Try out the new Flamethrower. And let's see if I have a Paralyzed Cure Berry or a Paralyzed Heal. Yeah, it's not looking like it. Do I want to risk it, though? That's the question. Oh, I'll just use my Miracle Berry. I didn't have any big plans for it anyways. Alright, back to work. Last two rocket battles of the game, if I'm not mistaken, right here. Gyarados. It's an easy one-shot with Thunderbolt. Vile Plume with the newly learned Flamethrower. Persian. Murkrow. Let's Rock Slide the Murkrow. And last battle. Archer. That is not his name in the original version of this. Hit me with the self-destruct. Alright. Also has a Gyarados. Tauros. That's a tough one. Either I outspeed and win, or I lose. Yep. Not necessarily lose, but lose that particular matchup. I don't know what other moves this thing's gonna have. Let's go with some Flamethrower. Frustration, huh? T-Bolt. Houndoom, I'll stay in and Surf. Rock Slide to finish it off. Hey, there we go. What was that, level 42, I guess? Oh, and here's, I believe it's Looker that they inserted into the game. I did kind of just breeze through that dialogue initially, but... Or is it Giovanni? Okay. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my sitting position. So Giovanni was in disguise. It wasn't mere defeat or whim, it was an awakening. See the state of this group now? Desperate acts hiding a far cry from where we once stood. Power isn't just about domination, it's understanding and respect. Is this the legacy you imagined? Reduced to skulking in the shadows? Does he just say that and bounce? Rethink this path. Do you truly see a future for this Team Rocket? You got something else to say? I did this all for you, for the glory of Team Rocket, all my effort, all these sacrifices, and you just... was it all in vain? Did I misunderstand our purpose? Get out of here. You left. You vanished without a word. We were lost. I tried to carry your legacy. You were the leader, the visionary, and I just... Was I a mere puppet, chasing a dream you never shared? But I can't just let go, not after everything. Do you expect me to just walk away, to abandon our cause? I need time. I need to get out of here. But know this, Giovanni, even if the path was wrong, my intentions were true. And here comes the radio director, back to normal. Got the clear bell, which will allow me to interact with Suicune later if I choose to. Oh wait, missed the item up there. And now the radio tower's back to normal. Alright. So that little bit of dialogue at the end, we're introduced to the guy with the hat when you're doing the bit with Lance, which I kind of just skipped through the dialogue really quickly. Read through that. It was Giovanni all along, which is cool that they changed this. I need to get the radio card. Definitely hate to forget that until you're in Kanto and need it for the Snorlax. Cool that that was added by Smithplayspokemon, but I'd say it doesn't really, doesn't quite make the Team Rocket episode of this game any more bearable. It's just really repetitive and boring. Yes, there is a Pokemon that appears only in the morning. You can't buy a berry at a mart. Wait. Yes. You can't buy a berry at a mart. No? Does HMO1 contain Flash? No. Faulkner? Yes. No? Alright. I think that second one was wrong. Maybe it was changed and maybe you can buy berries in this Romhack and that was like an attention to detail, but I'm pretty sure the answer to that is always, yes, it's true that you can't buy a berry at the mart. Not no, it's true, you can't. You know what I mean? Like, that just wouldn't make sense in terms of English. Let's fly back to Mahogany Town and head to the ice path. I think I fought a couple of the trainers on this route already. I always think Octillery is super cool. I've just never had like a big desire to use one in a playthrough personally. But in concept, it is really cool. I should probably get some healing items so that I don't need to double back to the Pokemon Center all the time. It'd be cooler to wait until, I believe, Blackthorn is like the last town name. This becomes a store, but I think she just sells like herbs. Oh, she sells all of the, not all, but she sells these evolution items, which is kind of cool. The metal coat upgrade. Brick piece is a really weird item, actually. It was, sorry, I have weird things popping up on my screen. My computer's trying to update something. The brick piece was an item held by Machops that you traded from a Gen 1 game into a Gen 2 game. Sometimes they would be holding the brick piece. And it doesn't do anything as far as I'm aware. But it is a cool little unique piece of Pokemon history. I really don't think it does anything, though. One of my favorite fan games or hacks is, I'm gonna go to Olivine's Mart, is Pokemon Prism, and the brick pieces are actually a item with some sort of like real application. Like they're building a bridge that you need to help them finish in order to progress with the story, basically. And to buy a couple of these, basically you have to give them a bunch of brick pieces, which are for sale at a shop like really early in the game, and you wouldn't think to like buy a bunch of them for later, so then you kind of have to remember where you had seen that previously. But anyways, not very important. It's just kind of interesting to see it for sale in this particular ROM hack. Alright, now I can fly back here and actually go to the ice path. Going a little risky not getting revives, but I feel like if I just switch out properly and stuff, I can just potion everything up. And I really don't feel like purchasing or going back and purchasing revives just because I happen to forget. Looks like I had a little freeze there. Okay, we're back in business. Quagsire would be a great time to have a grass type move. I think best bet is just gonna be Heracross. It was just Wooper and Paldean Wooper Community Day in Pokemon Go, and I managed to get a bunch of shinies of each. That was fun. I never really play for as many hours as I used to when they do those events. I used to be on it like for the entire duration of the event, and now I just go until I've gotten like a good amount of shinies, or at least one for each stage of the evolution line. So like if it's a 3-stage Pokemon, I'll at least, you know, like a Charmander, I'll get 3 so I can have 1 shiny Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard kind of a thing. But sometimes they're just they just seem to be a lot easier to come by. So this last one I got a bunch of shinies. I think I have well over like 500 shinies in Pokemon Go now. There'll probably come a time where I transfer them into Pokemon Home, because I do see myself one day going for a shiny living dex in Pokemon Home, which would be an insane undertaking. But between Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee being fairly easy to find all the shinies in, Legends Arceus being incredibly easy to get shinies in, and Pokemon Go, then method hunting all the rest of the stuff. I really think that it is doable with the exceptions of certain legendaries and stuff. Like, anything that you can't do Dynamax adventures for in Sword and Shield is going to be really tough to get legendary-wise. I don't know why I didn't switch. It was a big mistake. No great loss, though. I haven't actually gotten into the ice path yet, so I can still go do a quick heal before that. And then be a little more careful. I don't know if there's actually any trainers in Ice Path, though. If I remember correctly, it's just wild encounters. I can't be sure. But yeah, I think the end of the Ice Path will be the end of this particular episode. I'll probably do a little bit of off-screen leveling up in the grass to the south of the ice path, and then go do Claire's gym and make my way to the Elite Four for the next episode, and then the episode after that will be the Elite Four, and then I'll probably realistically do a handful of Kanto gym leaders per episode in the next one, or in the next few, just because there's not a ton of story to get through in between each of those. I feel like there's something this way that incentivizes you to I always feel like such a dummy when I figure these out. Like the answer was super obvious. Yes. It looks way more complicated than it actually is. So there's the Waterfall HM. Delibird. Only level 21. Should probably lead with Typhlosion through here. That way I can actually get some XP off all the ice types. I know Heracross is fighting type, which is super effective against ice type, but it's not especially useful against Delibird, since that is also part flying. Believe that one I leave right there and then walk around the whole perimeter of everything. And this one... oh, that one's quite a bit higher level. This one, push back up there. Golbat. Can't have a cave without Golbat. That level up to level 45 reminds me that I can probably take that EXP share off and give it back to Pupitar. All right. Jeez. I might have to pop a repel. Cave encounters are really obnoxious when you're not trying to level up. Let's see, what's the best route to do this? Definitely to the right and down. Sneasel. this were Gen 4, that might be a viable thing to catch. I think Sneasel and Weavile are very cool, but never really in a hurry to use an Ice-type Pokemon, to be honest. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not really necessary to push all of the ice blocks into the holes, but I just feel like it would drive me crazy if I didn't do it. It makes it a lot easier to get all of the items down below. It might be necessary just for getting the items, but if you're strictly just trying to progress past the ice path, then you definitely don't need to do all of them. I think there's only one that you actually need to push in. Alright, so I need to find my way back up and through. Which means that I can't do both of these at the same time. Let's push that back down. Alright, last one. Level 40. I might get everything up to level 50 before I do Claire's battle. Just off screen. I think that'll give me kind of a head start on all the leveling I want to do for the Elite Four, and I don't see her level cap being any higher than 50. When I say cap, of course I'm not playing with any hard level caps in this particular playthrough, but I like to at least keep it kind of on par with the gym leader's levels. Okay. Is that the only item down here? Is there a hidden item there? Carbos. Oh, and then the one on the actual platform that the exit is on. Do I have a repel? I think I'd like to use one while I sort this part out. I have 35 of them. Alright. Didn't remember having quite that many. That will work for me. There we go. So even though Rock Smash is technically not necessary, it definitely comes in handy right there. Alright, can't go that way. Oops, I did want to use another repel. That was a lie. And this one you have to just like kind of throw yourself off the right. There we go. Landed it where I wanted it. Perfect. Oh yeah, you want to get the thing down below there. I don't remember what it is. Just an iron. I haven't used any of my EV boosting moves that I've found, honestly. And I think my Pokemon are probably getting to a level where they won't be able to have their EVs increased with the vitamins. But they're a good thing to sell if I want to, I don't know, I guess have a bunch of healing items or something. You're a hotshot trainer. You made it through Ice Path. But I did make it through Ice Path, which is where I said I would leave this one off and be back in the next one to battle with Claire. And then after that, it is Elite Four time and then Kanto time. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing.